Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another Friday anime adventuring party podcast. This time talking about influential anime, and joining us again is Keiki. So,
Hello.
before we start, how are you all?
Good, good.
I I just got home from work.
Ay, ay, ay.
Thank
Wait,
God it's Friday.
Yeah,
wait, don't you work from home?
some days yes, some days no.
Ay, 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 ay.
And I'm still recuperating from my injuries.
The many the garlic related injuries.
Well, I am. You know how chaotic my health is.
It needs to be boosted by some garlic.
Yeah, work on that immune system, boy.
And how is garlic supposed to help me with injuries?
It heals
It heals all wounds.
wounds.
Also,
It
sorry to interrupt you. Quite interesting. We seem to be having some technical issues. My icon is not on the stream.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
So
also breaking.
I'm still breaking. God damn it!
Yeah.
Yep.
What's wrong?
Yep. You just downloaded the Discord updates, right?
Well, like 10 minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah. Did you completely shut down the application and restart it?
Yes, I did that.
Did you let itself restart or did you specifically restart it?
I specifically restarted it.
Well then.
Like, I'm not sure what's wrong. From
Oh,
my
now
part,
you're
everything's the
fine
same
now.
as last time.
Now you're good.
Yeah,
Maybe
now you're
it
good.
was the threshold or how.
Could
Could
be.
Yeah.
Could be. Anyways,
All right.
so yeah, as we already said, today's topic is going to be the anime that influenced the upcoming generations of anime, or anyone in particular. Like, let's say some movies influenced Hollywood, or some animes influenced the upcoming new big titles that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I want to make sure. Are we talking about stuff that influenced art in general, or culture in general, or specifically anime culture?
Those are all the criterias that we're going to talk about.
So in general.
Yeah, we're branching out a little bit.
So both.
Yes,
All
Yes.
Okay.
everything. So
Alrighty.
yeah, let me just get my notes here, written them on a piece of paper. So who wants to start first?
Not me, thank you. I just got here.
I aim from around here.
I ain't from around here, man. Yeah.
Okay. I know that Keiki has one anime that is really old, and it kind of started everything. So would you like to take it away with a very certain old black and white anime?
Let's start from the beginning then.
Yeah.
The most influential anime of all time.
Okay, so we will be talking about Tetsuwan Atom, or as we call it, Astro Boy. So, of course, Osamu Tezuka, the god of manga. So, this is the most famous creation by Osamu Tezuka. He is also creator of Dororo, about which
Yes.
we talked already. And you can see some similarities with these two, since Astro Boy, just like Hyakimaru, doesn't have human parts. So he's an android boy with human emotions. And anime is in a futuristic setting where robots coexist with humans. And it could be said that it's actually a first mecha, kind of.
So it's not mecha per se, because mecha is specifically not intelligent robot, but vehicle robot.
The ones that don't talk. But do
No,
you
the one that you need to pilot. There are some that talk, but
Ah,
the ones
I see.
the
I
ones that
see.
require a pilot, those are mecha mecha anime and
Yeah,
manga.
I see the point. Okay. So, okay, then it was adapted into three different series actually. The first one was in 1963, and then we had one in 1980 and another one in 2003. And
Mhm.
it's apparently still popular because the trailer for another season was released in 2015.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and there are also multiple games and movies. And another movie was actually in production since 2017. But yeah, I think we're 1 year behind now with all this that's happening around us.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, but since series got retconned a lot in later adaptations, I will focus on describing the story shortly in the original edition from the 60s. So Astro Boy was made by Dr. Tenma, and he was made to replace Doctor's dead son, Tobio, who died in a car accident, a self-driving car accident. And
Thanks, Elon.
So, Doctor later realized that an android cannot replace his lost son, and he sold him to a circus where he was treated badly. And later, he gets rescued by Professor Ochanomizu, who helps him find his place in the world and use his powers for good. So,
To
uh,
become a real boy.
so why Astro Boy? Well, it's considered to be the first true anime series ever because of its unique aesthetic, which defined what people worldwide recognize anime to be. And also, it was the first series to air in a 30-minute format. So, could say that Astro Boy is kind of a Japanese Mickey Mouse. And its original run on Japanese TV began on a New Year's Day in 1963. So yeah, it was one of the first popular anime to be in America too, and it's been praised for its importance in developing the anime and manga industry, and it has been an inspiration. A very large number of influential manga authors. So yeah, black and white anime pioneer, and that's why I think it's pretty much important. So yeah.
Yeah, starting with Astro Boy. That's I think it's a cult classic that you really need to watch to start appreciating some things because you can.
It's not a cult classic. It's a classic.
Okay, fair. It's a classic. Let, I will accept that. So yeah. So I'm next, or does either of you want?
I can mention I can segue from this directly to, well, the thing I talked about last week. Another another being that is almost entirely a robot in a cybernetic body, Ghost in the Shell,
Yeah.
and again one of the most influential. Its influence is much larger, specifically on the uh, entire pop culture in the world, not just anime and manga.
Hmm.
As I mentioned last week, uh, without Ghost in the Shell, we wouldn't have Matrix. Without Matrix, we wouldn't have the scenes from Shrek. Without scenes from Shrek, we wouldn't have memes from Shrek. Without memes from Shrek, memes wouldn't be memes.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
Dreams.
Yes, so the influence of it is very well known, and it can be felt even today. Also, the original manga started about the same time as cyberpunk was created in general, so the mid 80s. And I'm not talking just about the cyberpunk 2020 and 2077. I'm talking about cyberpunk overall.
Well, cyberpunk kind of started in the late 60s, early 70s.
Specifically, cyberpunk as cyberpunk started with Neuromancer.
Okay, so I mean that's like a break point. Like, okay, this is modern cyber.
It
Not
was
just
popular in mid 80s. I mean, Blade Runner is from 82.
Yeah.
A bit later, I think.
That's the
Yeah, I'll check it out right now. I'm just like
82.
82,
Yeah.
82. Well,
Yeah, but specific first cyberpunk novel. So the genesis of that entire not the genesis, but the crystallization of that idea was in 1984 in Neuromancer by what's the writer?
That would be
William Gibson.
William Gibson, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Philip K. Dick, but it's not him.
no, it's not Philip K. Dick.
yeah. It was the golden age of cyberpunk, I think.
It was when cyberpunk was when we started to realize what to make the difference between meat space and cat space.
Yeah.
So that's and this movie in particular, well, as already talked at length, you can see it on our YouTube channel, and you will be seeing another podcast that I did with Anacron on sci-fi in general. So take a look over there.
Yep.
Yeah, the anime that transcends time.
Yeah.
And space.
In space.
Quite so. So, you mind if I go next?
Sure, go.
Okay. This is one that I watched a while ago, and I still remember it vividly.
You're cutting
Fist of the North Star, or Hokuto no Ken. So, I think personally that this anime is really influential because of, first, we have the memes, the famous one of Omae wa mo shindeiru, but this is also the anime and the manga that paved the way into the Western culture. It had a really big amount of violence, although it was, you could say, like supernatural to a sort. It also influenced Miura, who wrote Berserk, and Araki, who is writing JoJo, and it is, you could say, the predecessor of some modern shonen or seinen.
It's also the grandfather of all battle shonen.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Dragon Ball, the Big Three, My Hero Aka. What else do we have today?
I mean, there are really a lot of them. Like, I'm not gonna say like Bungo Stray Dogs or stuff like that.
Hunter x Hunter, specifically battle shonen are what came from Grandpa North Star.
Yeah, Grandpa North Star, Papa Kenshiro. And it also influenced Saint Seiya and some other stuff too. And besides that, it kind of, I think it broke the stereotype that a manly man can't cry. which is actually prominent in Fist of the North Star. Kenshiro even weeps for his enemies after he defeats him. And speaking of Nemesis, in the enemies and Nemesis that he has, they're really colorful, and they are memorable. I think that every major villain serves just for the execution of the entire series and is never left behind. They are all mentioned in the last season. They are literally the building blocks on which Kenshiro and Rao build their destiny. And besides that, Kenshiro is a protagonist that is very silent, very determined, but he's also, I think he has a lot of layers to his character. He helps people. He can, although he knows a martial art that is practically the art of assassination, he can use it to cure people of some ailments and conditions. So, in all honesty, he's just like it's a post-apocalyptic anime, so he's literally the modern Jesus of the wasteland who is trying to make the world a better place because he's helping those who are good and he's disposing of punks.
He's trying to help the world.
Yeah, he's trying to help the world very much.
He's trying to help the world. How? By removing the bad elements.
Exactly. And also, I'd give a bonus that... Also, I forgot to mention that it was the evolution of the male hero, and it was so testosterone-driven that it influenced Japan to make kawaii shit for the next 30 years in order to restore the world to balance, so...
No. I will correct you when I get my turn on that point, because I have something that most of us don't remember, but it was very influential back in its day, and its influence is still felt today.
Okay, fair. That's what we are here to discuss and talk about. So, anyways, that was for me Hokuto no Ken. Omae wa mo subscribe.
Omae follow.
Okay, so who wants to take the mic?
Finn, you there?
I'll skip one.
Okay.
Just kind of resolve.
Jackie, do you want to
Something,
take
I'll be
it
right back.
from here, or should I start with my wholesome stuff?
Well, why do you think mine is not wholesome?
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I just asked if
I
you're gonna
still
take
have
over.
to go into the violence. Not yet.
ちょっと待て。
Chocolate.
Well, okay, sure, why not?
Chocolate.
I'll go then with my second pick, which is very connected with the first one. Janguru Taitei, or Kimba the White Lion. So yeah, again, Osamu Tezuka. Yeah, I think you all see the pattern already with my preferences.
You could say it is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. So some of us who don't want to admit how old we are, you remember watching this cute white lion cub and his adventures in the jungle.
Yeah, still okay.
Now, well, why did I pick another anime from the same creator? Well, because Tezuka, he pioneered both in black and white and in color. So Kimba was the first color TV anime series, and it broadcasted in 1965. And it had multiple series and films up to 2009. Oh yeah, about the story, Kimba is a white lion, ruler of an unknown part of Africa. His father and mother are killed, and the throne is usurped. And then he's aided by a wise baboon and his girlfriend Kitty. Does this sound familiar to you, maybe?
I'm not sure. I'm getting some Hamlet vibes in this. Could it be the Lion King?
Exactly. So yeah, Kimba and Simba, one-eyed evil lion, Claw and Scar, hyena, sidekicks, and so on. So there was
Uh,
yeah.
I heard a story today about the the legal actions that the studio that made Kimba wanted to do versus Disney, and basically was, well, look at all those lawyers they have.
Well, not just that. There was of course, a huge controversy over the similarities, but there were also petitions and protests in Japan for Disney to acknowledge due credit to Osamu Tezuka.
Mm.
And Disney, of course, remained ignorant. Directors claimed they never saw Kimba and so on. I think that the voice actor, actually, who voiced Simba, was actually going around and talking how he's going to voice Kimba because he wasn't aware that it's let's say, quote unquote, not connected. So, yeah, and it's pretty ironic considering how much of an impact Walt Disney had on Tezuka and the other way around, because when they met somewhere, can't remember where exactly, Disney actually expressed the desire to make something similar to Astro Boy. So yeah. So another familiar name to us who will not admit how old we are is Leo the Lion, or in Japanese, Shinjangaru Taitei Susumereo, which was the sequel, Kimbap. So yeah, and if I remember correctly, I don't think that Tezuka's family actually sought any legal actions. It was just the studio, and of course, it was a full-on war with comments like, "Well, it's a jungle with animals, and what do you expect us to think of? Like, you had 3,000 minutes of the show, and of course, there's going to be some similarities, but honestly, I don't buy it because of the Scar and Claw and the baboon and everything. So yeah, it's a bit too similar, and I don't think that Disney actually expected it to be so popular and noticed in Western countries too. So I think that they tried to get away with it, but it's still unsolved up to this day. So yeah, that was my second pick for all its controversies and for the fact that it's first one in color.
So I'm gonna go also kind of back. I think I posted in the Discord.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So, Heidi, the girl from the Alps, Heidi. The OG wholesome slice of life show, based on based on set of stories from, I think, 18th century. Not sure about that. And whose a girl becomes an orphan, and then her grandma adopts her, and she goes to live with her in the Alps. That's it. Wholesome slice of life, and also one of the best memes comes from this
Oh
show,
no!
because
Oh no!
yes, the little blonde girl is in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Oh, come
Yes.
on, you all seen this.
You'll know it, you'll hate it or love it. I don't care. It's good stuff.
It's gold.
But yeah, this is why I said the most influential on slice of life stuff.
Okay.
Without this, we wouldn't have would have maybe in a different slice of life in a different way. But this was the one that defined the entire genre to be what it is now.
Okay.
Also, I recommend anyone to watch it if you don't mind the 70s animation.
The old art style.
Also the animation, because this one isn't even animated on 2s. This one's animated on 3s, and there's a lot of stills in it.
Oh. Okay.
So I could talk a bit about an anime that I think brought like I think it brought in a wider audience. Like people who I don't think have seen any anime were talking about it, and I have one more anime like this, but I will first speak about Attack on Titan, and I don't know what's the reason, what brought so many people to the series.
Let me check.
Shock factor.
I think I have an idea. Just a moment.
I mean, it's probably Attack on Titan has a really strong first episode.
I don't
As it
think
should
that's
have.
it.
So yeah, and
Okay, here is my idea why it was why it came into so much prominence. Game of Thrones.
You think it was Game of?
Yeah, season 1 of
Thrones?
Game of Thrones was out in 2011, and you know, it built the hype for
Walls.
for walls, for unexpected character deaths and stuff.
So and we get a peek into American politics.
Yeah, and
also one has a mountain, the other has a legion of mountains.
Ooh.
She got it.
Let's not spoil it.
Okay, maybe you're talking about something that's
okay. I'm sorry, I spoiled something without even watching the first episode of the series. I'm sorry. I went for a joke.
Yeah, and I didn't even hear what you said.
Okay,
so
good.
There's that.
What? He said something?
It's fine.
Yeah. Also, you interrupted me in saying that the. Okay, from the top. Walls, random deaths, violence. 2011, 2013. Walls, violence, sudden character deaths, and oh my god, that Gurren no Kamiya.
Oh yeah, I do think the deaths may have played a part, like the combination of it bearing some similarities to Game of Thrones and having a really strong first episode. So and it has like a really like a grown up feel from the get go. You know, so people weren't all going like, oh no, it's for children, because this clearly is not meant for children. And
yeah, also the gray and brown uniforms instead of shiny school uniforms. No high schools, even though they are high schoolers, basically.
Yeah, the color palette of the series can instantly tell you what you're up for.
Yeah, it's like more medieval.
Yeah, this yeah, you're pretty right. This is one of the big boom.
Definitely.
Like Like Ghost in the Shell was back in '95, and
Full Metal Alchemist.
no, not Full Metal Alchemist. It was not House Moving Castle, but Spirited Away.
Oh.
The way, yeah. But that was still like anime movies. You couldn't really get people that much to watch the series because, like,
Yeah,
you could see a film like it's just like a film, you know. Whereas people were like, "Ew, you watch anime series," you know. It was
why do you
weird.
watch the Chinese children's cartoons?
Yeah, Chinese children's cartoons.
Well, that's what
Basically.
I wanted to say about Full Metal Alchemist because it was in 2000s what Attack on Titan was 2010 was.
13.
13, yeah.
I believe. And yeah,
13. Well, Full Metal Alchemist was in 2003, so it's exactly a
Yeah,
decade.
but we also have Death Note
that's
Or-
not
from, you know, but
We have a lot of honorable mentions. So
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, this I think was the first one to bring anime to wider audiences.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, next.
Okay, I believe I'm next. So this is one of the, you could say, newer stuff. A little bit. So
Little bit.
certainly we had a new little trend coming to us in anime from Crunchyroll, and they are webtoons. And I'm mentioning Tower of God here because I feel like it's the webtoon slash conversion to anime adaptation that opened the door for a lot of new webtoons to anime.
And I will disagree with
Manhwa,
you.
right?
Yeah, Mama, I will disagree with you.
Okay.
For a few reasons. First of all, it happened this year. We don't yet have insight into the influence it will have.
Or do
that
we
is
not?
that is correct, but we are having real life. We are having noblesse, and also some other stuff.
Look,
that are coming.
look. All of that was already in production before any of those shows came out.
That's true, but
that's true, but it could have brought a wider audience. Like that's why I'm saying I'm skeptically starting it. I'm skeptically
Yeah.
putting it here. I might be very wrong, and I also want to address some other stuff that are very good with Tower of God.
Like I think Tower of God was good enough not to turn people away from webtoons. Like it wasn't the strongest it could have possibly been, but it was
Mhm.
pretty damn good, you know. Like so.
Also, if I might add, this manhwa actually got the anime adaptation because of the petition.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but okay. What's the production? Who did the production on the Tower of God?
You mean which studio?
Let me just.
Yeah, just
No,
a second.
not the animating studio, but yeah, license. Okay, Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It was a Crunchyroll. Like they called it a Crunchyroll original, but I
Telecom Animation Film did it.
Yeah,
It's the name of the studio.
animations. No. That's specifically there's a difference between the production in the sense of studio that does animation and voice work and stuff like that, and production in the sense of getting the money.
like I believe Crunchyroll played some part in producing and possibly financing.
Yeah,
Financing definitely.
Yeah, and it did so for all three of those shows. It's Crunchyroll's big move. and
Yep.
we will see how influential it will be.
Yeah.
And I think I think it's a good model, where a streaming service is probably making the anime more profitable to the
Yeah,
original creators, whereas usually the series were like ads, whereas now they can be things you just do for streaming,
Yeah, as I said, this could be a very big move on the
brave
side.
move.
Yeah, on the side of the production companies.
Not just
If
that. Sorry.
if other companies start doing this as well, like Studio C4, because Studio C4 already tried this.
I mean, it's kind of starting already with Amazon, and I think they
Amazon
Blade of
did,
the Immortal.
and Vinland Saga too.
Did they co-produce?
Yeah. It's their exclusive, and they co-produced it.
Oh,
So
Not just that. What I also think about it, and why I believe that Ticket chose it, is because I think this is a beautiful beginning for manhwa adaptations. Because if this one succeeds, it opens a lot of doors.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, we will need to see it.
yeah, and we also got God of High School too. So
and we're getting the blast. I get it.
Yeah,
That as I said, that's the move. Get a few shows that are adaptations of kind of popular manhwa, and let's see what happens. To expand to deepen the creative pool. That too, because manga creators are not in the Japanese industry, and the Japanese industry is very notorious for,
it's been getting
You
weird lately.
yeah. Well, it's not lately. It's just getting more revealed. It's getting more revealed right now. How it's been going for for past few decades. You don't have to work all day, but you should.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're
So,
also
for example, I'm watching now. It's on. I'm googling now.
I'll be right back.
Tower of God just as popular as Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
Oh
Yep.
damn! I heard that one. Nice.
that's the way you bring back Finn.
I'll be right back.
It's said that it's dominating the industry, and there are some charts that look very good. So yeah, I think in a couple of years we'll see positive things.
Yeah, and I would just like to add to this, like I already mentioned, Studio 4 degrees Celsius, not 4C, not C4,
Boom, boom.
4 degrees Celsius. Very very different. We already talked about their first outside of Japan collaboration, Attack on King Crab.
Oh, they did it.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking, saying that personally, Attack on King Crab is what that influence. That's the initiating point of, why not make anime outside of Japan?
Yeah.
Can do that?
You have Avatar.
That's illegal.
Wait, that's legal, yeah.
And they're also everything you said
Let
is
me check.
everything you said is very good, and I just want to add a couple of other points. The animation is fluid, but the palette is very different. It has a unique art style, and it has a design that's going to complement anything that's translatable to merchandise. That design, when you see it, you know where it comes from, and I think that's also a very good thing in merchandising, because it's not going to mislead people.
I really don't think so, because my personal opinion, not not gonna say this is facts, but this looks so generic. Tower God always looks so generic, except for Rock. Like he had design that stood out for me. I haven't seen the show, and every other character looks so generic to me.
Like I think it's more about the art style.
Yeah.
Like you can immediately see it's Tower of God.
Yeah.
Okay, but
So not the character design, but the art style overall.
Overall.
Okay, sorry, I rephrased the art style. Yeah, you're right.
okay.
So yeah, that's one for me. That is a prediction.
All right.
I was afraid. I was afraid the Discord died there for a moment because everything was so silent.
Well, you went silent. We were
We
waiting
were
for you to
waiting for
finish.
you.
Yeah. Kiki, you next.
Me? Ooh. Which one? Okay. Kido Senshi Gandamu.
Oh,
Or
Kido.
Mobile Suit
Suit
Gundam
Gundam.
79, of course. Created
Now
and
this
So close.
is Mecha, the first,
oh yeah,
DOG.
DOG. So created and directed by our lovely Yoshiyuki Tomino, or as some anime fans call him, Kill 'em all Tomino, because he simply can't help killing every character you love. So, a bit of a story, because I believe that a lot of people are overwhelmed with all the spin-offs and sequels and all. So about this one, the OG one, it's the year of 79, and a war has been started by the human colony known as the Principality of Zeon against the current ruling government on Earth, and they were known as the Earth Federation. So the Principality had an upper hand because they used large militarized piloted robots called mobile suits. And each robot has their own individual pilot. And then Earth Federation decided we're going to make our own mobile suit.
With
And-
blackjack and
Who cares?
And sponsors.
And one of those mobile suits was codenamed RX-78 Gundam. And that is where we get introduced to a boy named Amuro, who accidentally gets into the cockpit and ends up fighting to protect his people.
So he's
So-
he's the opposite of Shinji.
Yeah. Well-
yes, and I will be mentioning that next.
Oh, so I need to prepare the.
Well,
Thank you.
I will stop with the plot here, so if you want to chime in, feel free now before I continue about the influence and everything.
No, I'll segue from you when we finish talking about a Gundam movie.
Okay. So this iconic series first aired in 1979 in Japan, and and it was a beginning of a franchise that became a cultural phenomenon. So it was one of the pioneers of piloted humanoid robots concept, and it revolutionized the mecha genre basically. So yeah, which we often see nowadays, like the good old Neon Genesis Evangelion mentioned briefly, or
Yeah.
newer ones like Code Geass, or as much as I hate to mention it, the darling in the Franks,
and also Aldona Zero, Bottoms.
Many others, but I thought that these three would be something most audience would be able to catch up on.
Well, we would, we would be ill informed if we didn't mention the greatest mecha anime of all time, the one that shall pierce through the heavens.
JoJo's
Tengen
Bizarre
Toppa.
Adventure.
Heck no! You leave now, sir.
Heresy.
You freaking heretic. I need my flamer, the heavy flamer. No, this is like JoJo but better. Ha! Tengen Toppa
Live.
Gurren Lagann.
Of course. My bad. Should have written that one down to mention it.
So to segue, I'll use Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann and Evangelion as mention. I'll mention them together because if Gundam was the birth of mecha,
Oh no.
then we have Evangelion, which is the death of mecha, and we have Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, which is the rebirth of mecha.
Yeah, fair.
So all
yes,
three.
The old plot of anime rebirth.
The only problem is that Gundam never died.
Yes, but its popularity went down a lot in the period from early 90s till 2010s.
Well, yeah, when people didn't know what to start with.
Yeah, it's picking back up again. That's why I said specifically the death and rebirth of mecha, because Evangelion was what killed the mecha, all of it, because
damn it, Shinji!
God damn it, Gendo!
We didn't kill the mecha.
Yes, they did.
Blame Shinji for everything.
Yeah. And then
I mean, you got Shinji that destroys Neon Genesis Evangelion, then you have Shinji in Fate.
And I'm not sure which one is worse.
Exactly.
So we have after that. So basically, a decade and a half later, we have Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, which brings us back to the super robots. So not the sci-fi type of mecha which is in Gundam, but more of the super mecha like Mazinger and other things like that. So
Mazinger Z.
Yeah. So it doesn't work on science logic. It works on anime logic.
Yeah, like it's space opera-ish.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I would go back to while you mentioned space opera, back to the Gundam. So unlike most mecha anime at the time, Gundams didn't have personality, and they didn't speak. Because Tomino
look, that's what I when we talked about Astro Boy. Mecha usually don't have personality.
That's exactly why I asked you what I did.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Tomino wanted you to focus more on the pilot as the main character instead on the robot.
Yeah, the only personality those that the mecha have actually is the awesome designs.
Yeah, they're pretty.
To be recognizable against the backdrop.
Indeed. Tomino also had tendency to add multiple homages in his creations, specifically to Star Wars. For example,
The lightsabers, yeah.
Char's helmet, which is similar to the upper portion of Darth Vader's. RX-78's targeting computer was similar to X-Wings. Lightsabers were beam sabers. And the all-destroying laser-firing super weapon named after a star. You have Death Star, you have Solar Ray.
Yes, and also
you
the transformation form of the mechas that his mechas have.
And also people with special powers. You have Jedis and you have new types, and so on.
And so on and so on. And let's not forget that all of this draws us back to the OG space opera Flash Gordon.
Mhm.
No, not that one. The OG one.
Sorry.
So yeah, also what I would like to mention is that although it initially was a financial flop, Gundam gained popularity really fast by teaming up with Bandai to make toy
Yeah.
models of the suits. So yeah, then sales blew through the roof, and the franchise started grinding out spin-offs from the original series. It continued
And
being made right up to 2017.
and their main money source, Gunpla,
And I'm guilty of,
Gapla.
of having them.
So is
But-
there an old
what
legend?
now?
Sorry?
Hold on a minute. I did not know about this.
About what?
About Gunpla.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send you pics later.
Nice.
I have a shelf.
Oh no, but wait, there's a specific difference. Not action figures. Gunpla are
No, I'm
the-
building them myself.
yeah the kits.
Of course.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
isn't
Nerds.
isn't there a legend that there is an anime and spin-off of Gundam for every part that you need to create one?
Ooh,
What?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't catch that. Sorry.
There are so many. I basically said that there are so many anime and spin-offs of Gundam as how many parts you need to actually make a Gundam.
Well, that
Maybe
is
less.
that may be not
Depends on the
untrue.
model.
Yeah. Anyway. So who's next?
Oh, sorry, I'm not done.
Oh,
Wow.
I apologize. I apologize.
you?
Do you know how much can I talk about it? Okay, I'll be short. So yeah, it's
No.
only about models, the toys, even though I hate to call them toys. But
Interactable action figures.
Model kits.
models. Yeah. So it still has a huge community, of course, but there are also shows, films, video games, mangas, OVAs, theme park rides. So popularity didn't go away yet.
No, it never went in its entirety. It just fell off a bit, but it started growing again. There's even a spin-off of Gundam, which is about Gunpla. Hello.
Hello.
There's no one here.
So I was like, "There's no reaction to this. Why is there no reaction to?"
You just walked into a Junji Ito anime.
Screw you.
Welcome. And it's the one with the slugs.
Oh no.
Eh.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Hey, as long as it's not snakes.
No,
Snakes. Why it have to be snakes?
Snake.
Cue the Indiana
Snack.
Jones quote.
Snacks.
Oh yeah, I'll stop here because it will go on and on and on. So yeah, someone else.
I just want to say my favorite Gundam reference is in Great Teacher Onizuka.
Oh my god, I need to watch it to remember.
When they go on a field trip
Yeah.
and Onizuka is placing students in rooms, and he puts Kanzaki into a room with 3 Gundam nerds.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need to rewatch it. It was so long when I watched Onizuka that yeah, it definitely needs to be rewatched.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's one of those animes that's just soul food.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to rewatch it. You know, Finn,
No, it was
people
like
rewatch stuff.
No, that's a
I
myth, man.
I think it was like 10 years or something like that. So yeah, definitely need to refresh my memory.
Oh,
All
okay.
right,
So who's next?
you.
Oh,
Haha.
me.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, you.
well. So we're talking a little bit about My Hero Academia, and here it is. So back when Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, some of them were getting to an ending, some of them were a little bit stalling and stuff like that. My Hero Academia rise to the top, and it was one of those new Shonen Jump uh, titles that got a lot of attention since the day they started publishing. So a lot of people are calling this the successor to Naruto or any of the big three. In general,
Yeah, it's the next generation of the big
yeah.
3.
And it's funny because its inspirations are from Marvel and DC, and you can clearly see that because the entirety of the society is comprised of heroes that really look like something you could see in Justice League or stuff like that. Although they do have that anime touch, they were hit by the Japanese beam, as we
Yeah,
like to call it.
it's basically Cape shit battle shonen.
Yeah. And it's one of those, I think, honestly, one of the better battle shonens that we got in the last like 6 years, because I think that My Hero debuted in 2014.
I
do
think it's one of the
think
only battle shonen we got in the past few years.
I do think that it's the sales are like not close to One Piece.
I
Well,
mean,
that takes
okay, like
time.
that's fine, but like One Piece is never going to finish. Not even God in the almighty
is.
existence will see it.
It is.
Something took over One Piece, by the way. I'm not sure what.
What?
Something took over One Piece. One Piece isn't the top selling manga anymore.
Oh, it's Kimetsu
Oh.
no
There you go.
Yaiba.
Oh la
Yeah,
la.
so that's what I want to say. I think Kimetsu no Yaiba is a bit more influential than My Hero Academia.
Like,
Because My Hero Academia gets a lot of noise around it.
Yeah, I will address that. I'll be getting to that.
if I may, Boku no Hero Academia is, I think, more popular in the West, whereas Kimetsu no Yaiba is more popular in Japan. I'd say.
No,
No.
not that one.
Please stop. Get some help.
Get some help.
Yeah. So, anyways, I wanted to say, Kohei Horikoshi is a really good writer. He shows a society where everyone has that superpower, and when you think about it, all of us as a kid wanted to have that superpower to be special in a sort of way, and it shows how much society can be fucked up if everyone has that, and
If
it goes
everybody's
either uncontrolled
special,
and stuff
no,
like that.
nobody is special.
Yeah.
Except
However,
the people who are special.
there is also a bonus in Izuku Midoriya, who is the one of the main protagonists of the My Hero Academia anime and manga. And he wasn't special at first. He was literally an outcast because he didn't have his quirk. And
Yeah,
I think that can bring the viewer or the reader a lot into the anime because they're like, I want to do something, but I can't because I'm not I don't have that ability.
I don't have superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. And the more that My Hero Academia progresses with the story, the more Twitter outrage there is. Like, Horikoshi is getting targeted by a lot of people, and even had to make some changes because it was just either his publishers were like, "You gotta change this because we're gonna lose sales." Or he was just like, "Okay, I will do it because I don't want to lose my sanity because every time I read Twitter, it's like 1,000 hate mails and stuff like that."
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I said. There's a lot more louder fans of My Hero Academia than there is of Demon Slayer.
Like,
But
they're
Demon Slayer in general, I think it's
louder.
more influential.
No, just I don't think they're
Not
louder.
a
I do
lot
think
more, but
they are more acceptable to the West.
yeah. But look, once again, that's just the loud minority. You know, the difference between a loud minority and a silent majority. It's like, you know, we like one of the reasons why One Piece holds up even today is because a lot of people like it, and they're not praising it on all bells and whistles like they used to do with Bleach and Naruto.
Yeah,
That's
but
fair.
like Bleach, people were saying Bleach was
Bleach is the best
shit
thing ever.
when it became shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. But before that, they're saying, "Oh, Bleach is the best thing ever. Naruto is trash," and the Naruto were like, "Oh, Naruto is best thing ever, and Bleach is trash."
We need to make a compilation of your rants about Naruto, I swear.
And meanwhile, One Piece was like, "Yeah, sure. You guys go at it. We'll be going forward with our story and discovering the world and looking for the One Piece."
I think the biggest strength of One Piece is that it's just chugging along. It's been like decent for its entire run. It has
Yeah.
been like
It didn't have any fall off.
Yeah, it didn't do anything too crazy.
Wrong. It didn't do anything wrong. That's
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
Yeah, and there is not much filler, which killed Naruto.
Yeah, and also what I want to also say about My Hero Academia, like after everything happened with a certain, I think, naming of a character in the recent issues of the manga.
You're cutting off again.
Okay,
Louder.
considering My Hero Academia, what we saw in some of the newer issues that China banned everything that was concerned to My Hero Academia. They banned the anime, they banned the manga, and some video games that were in the making because the writer did something and the public didn't love it or didn't like it or anything like that. So yeah, I'm personally kind of sad to see that Horikoshi is going through all of that because of those
Oh, the fandom.
the fandom and stuff like that. Yeah, but like I am also someone who wants to be a writer. I purposely do some things that you might not necessarily like as a reader, but you might start to understand how they emphasize and build up on the story and make sense.
Look, I'll give My Hero Academia this as an anime. It could have very good influence on anime production because it's a battle shonen that goes by 24 episode seasons.
Oh, definitely about that.
Yeah, that's the good part. That's the thing I think could be very influential with it.
Yeah, like with, for example, with One Piece, you can really see the quality suffering because they just have to keep
doing weekly.
doing
Yeah.
weekly shit. Yeah, it's been suffering a lot.
And the same thing was same thing is happening with Dragon Ball, and the same thing was happening with the other Battle Shonen. But on the production side, I'll give this to My Hero Academia. It works. It does its things more cleverly, more clever than the other shows.
And I think it's the part of its appeal because the animation is way better. The action is through the as an extension of that. The action is way more engaging, and that's why I think it's done so well.
I don't know. I just like the sleepy professor.
Aizawa, the spirit animal.
I don't know. The is it Eraserhead?
Eraserhead. Yep.
Yeah,
He's my favorite hero there.
he is cool.
Yep.
But the coolest one is Stain. Just kidding.
There was the silence afterwards. So.
I don't know who you're talking about. So
and yeah, here's the thing. I really
has a weird name.
Yeah, I really think you should give it a watch. Hawk.
Maybe one day. Maybe.
I stopped after the tournament season.
Oh yeah, the tournament was bad.
Look,
no, wait. The tournament was good, but the exam.
The license exam arc was.
The license exam. Yeah.
I literally yesterday returned to My Hero Academia after that. I needed like a year and a half of being away from that fandom so much so I can actually continue watching after that goddamn arc. I really didn't like it.
No, I wasn't even aware of the fandom when the tournament season happened. I mean, I was blissfully ignorant of the fandom at that point.
No, I misspoke. It wasn't the tournament. It was the licensing, and not all of it. Just like the second part of it was not really watchable.
Wait, those two are different?
Yes, they are very different. Because one was okay, you are fighting amongst yourselves to see who is the best and to make some good competitive spirit between all of you, and the other was just like there's a bunch of you literally just like shoveled in an arena. Top 100 go with the heroes on the field, and just like why?
One question. After the tournament season, is that where we see the mosquito girl?
Wait, the mosquito.
You mean from the League of Villains?
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah.
Oh, then I watched that one too. When they go to some secluded area.
Yes, and they got attacked by all of them. Magna, and some other, and the cat girls show up.
Okay, then I lied. I saw that one too.
Wait,
it's possible that we are talking about the same thing, just you remembered it differently.
Wait,
like that could
happen. When you say mosquito girl, I'm not sure who you're talking about.
She's talking about the one who can steal quirks from others by taking their blood.
Kimiko.
Yes.
The crazy one.
Yeah.
Kimiko Toga.
I forgot her name. Really. That's how long I was from my.
Yeah, and Mosquito Girl is specifically from One Punch Man.
Yeah. I was trying to piece it together, who has a mosquito quirk.
The funny thing is, I got her. Yeah. I got what she was meaning by that.
Yeah.
She reminded me of a mosquito, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
What? She's annoying and buzzing around?
Yeah.
and but she's crazy.
Yeah, she's pretty insane.
And yeah, so all that, and I remember thinking when it ended, someone was kidnapped, I think, or they tried to kidnap Deku. Not sure. And
Now I'm trying to recall
Deku-
too.
to bring
No.
him to the villains.
No, it
I
was
think.
No, Bakugo.
Yeah,
Was stolen.
yeah. All right. And I was like, okay, so many episodes and seasons, and the villains are just there, just being evil, and the best they try to do is to kidnap someone, and that's it. And I was like, the story is not progressing at all. And that's where I knew that it's going to be like a 500 episodes thing. So I was like, nah, I'm going to stop while I still can. And then,
Well, now where the manga is, there's a lot of things happening, and like it can really go in so many directions.
so you think it was just a slow start?
I think. So here's the thing that I hear. I didn't read My Hero Academia, but everything I hear from a lot of people from the side, they're just like, it actually could finish fairly soon. That's what I hear from some people, and they're just like, there are also assumptions that there may be a new arc that's gonna be a lot more grim because of some stuff that happens. So you need to see, you need to stay put and see.
I don't think it's gonna finish soon.
Do you think it's really going to be grim as manga is considering their audience? Or do you think something will change for the sake of the younger audience?
I have no idea. I really
That's
don't know.
going to be interesting to observe.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that was for me.
I mean, it is pretty grim, but it's more like, oh no, all hope is lost, and then something will happen, and it will be, oh God, the hope has returned.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Was that a JoJo reference?
No, that
Always.
was.
It was not a JoJo reference.
That
Well,
wasn't a
you
JoJo
tell
reference.
me. I haven't seen JoJo yet.
What?
No, I'm still working on it. It's
Wait,
Stardust Crusaders. I can't.
wait. You're serious?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Okay. We're not
What
going
are you
Troll
doing
2.
with your life?
Let's keep to anime.
The thing is, when people ask you, should you watch JoJo, you should say, yes, I am!
Oh, no, you say yes.
Look.
What
I can't wait to finish Stardust Crusaders so I can start watching part 4.
What's wrong with Stardust Crusaders, man?
I don't know.
It has best jumpsuit.
It's just that he doesn't know how to walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah,
Look,
you freaking Philistine.
look. Okay. Let's talk about the influence of JoJo.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's how you sidetrack to a completely new topic and remain in it.
No, we're going to talk about it. It was one of my potential choices because it had huge impact on the meme culture.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
I was gonna talk about that too.
For every episode of JoJo, there is a meme.
My best one is when they are kicking a dude, and the one is drinking wine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's from part 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's from Golden Wind.
See, I haven't seen it, but I know all of it.
Because memes, but you need to know the context.
I do. It's cultural osmosis.
Okay, so it was actually someone's choice. My apologies. All right.
Ah,
Should we then go with JoJo?
yes.
Sure.
Let's go with JoJo. And
Which
okay,
part?
since we said, look, no.
All of
Hold on
them.
a minute. Since we went from Hokuto no Ken into one direction with Battle Shonen, we'll go the other direction from Hokuto no Ken, which is JoJo, because that's the other way it goes.
Pretty much.
The influence of Hokuto no Ken is obvious on here in JoJo's, and
Like, I think JoJo was released only like a few years after the start of
Yeah.
Hokuto no
Yeah,
Hokuto
and
no
there
Ken,
are,
Hokuto no Ken ended the manga, I think, in. Just give me a second, I got it written down.
84, I think.
No,
An-
later. It's
Anime is in 84.
the manga started from 83 to 88, and the anime was from 84 to 87.
Yeah. So
And
JoJo I started in January 1st, 87,
7.
which was Phantom Blood.
Wait,
Yeah. So basically,
Anime?
No,
the manga
Oh.
Phantom
I
Blood.
thought I was going crazy because anime is in 2012.
No, anime is 93.
Well, yeah, the first
OVA.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was interesting. That
Yeah, and that Stardust Crusaders I didn't mind.
that Stardust Crusaders, I think, wasn't that true to what JoJo became. You know,
Yeah,
like
because
people didn't get a feel for JoJo at that.
I mean,
point.
it was the 90s OVA. What are you expecting?
Like-
Every 90s OVA was, you know,
I-
not very true to its source material.
I mean, I can respect that they try to make it a bit more like darker. I think Dio is more creepy in the OVA.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives out like a bit of like a horror villain kind of vibe.
Wait, in the old version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the old version have stands?
Look, the old version was basically the final fight against Dio.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I know, I watched it, but the old, let's
The
call it the
OVA?
first
Yeah,
season.
the OVA.
I call it the first season.
No, it didn't. It didn't have stands. The stands were implemented
Wait,
in part 3, right?
Wait, are we talking
Okay.
about the anime
l-
or the manga?
Anime. Or are you
Look.
talking about the manga?
The OVA is Jotaro versus Dio.
It's
So
part
yes, there were
3.
stands in it.
Yes, there were stands.
Okay.
It isn't part 1. It's part 3.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm talking about the old adaptation of the season 1.
You mean Phantom Blood? That's with Jonathan Joestar.
I don't wait.
No, there was no.
Was
no,
there?
okay. No. Hold on a minute. That OVA back from the 90s. That was only the ending of Stardust Crusaders, nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that? I missed the point.
Yeah, the OVA. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where. Oh, I now remember the one where Jotaro sounds
wasn't
like
just
a
the-
3-year-old.
ending. I just think they skipped a lot of content.
I mean, they skipped almost everything.
Yeah.
It improved the
I was-
pacing a lot, at least.
I was pretty, I was pretty sure that there was a version of a whole season with no
No,
segments
no,
at
no,
all.
no. It's just that's just a difference in the series, which is currently ongoing. The first season, the first half of the first season, so part one, it had its quality was a bit lower than the part two. Well, actually, not a bit lower, a lot lower than part two, which is also in season one.
Yeah.
See, this is the bizarre part of JoJo. The show of it's how it's produced is bizarre. The story
Yeah,
itself is mediocrely normal.
How
But
dare
It's
you?
look,
There-
you
we
just
had a
delete that
torture
bizarre
camp.
part from it.
you can't have the entertainment like JoJo has in any other kind of anime. Come
Like,
on.
Definitely.
What,
so unique.
Gintama?
tell me it's not
No, not like that. No, it's
bizarre
unique.
after you've seen part 4 and beyond.
And beyond.
Beyond. My dude, rats have stands.
Okay, so in part 3, Gorilla had a stand.
Yeah, but he was like a
And it was a
gentleman
ship that was carrying people.
Gorilla.
Wow.
I'm probably
You know,
I probably
you don't
got
know how
confused
bizarre.
because I binged a lot of it. So yeah, it's probably what added to my confusion. Because I think
Well-
I binged like 3 seasons or who knows how many now because I'm not even sure.
Yeah, but I mean, JoJo is it went through an evolution from part 1 to part 2 to part 3, and then it realized what it
Okay. One.
was
Do you
in
want?
part 3, and then
Do you want to talk about bizarre? Let's talk about bizarre. Angel's Egg.
no.
That's bizarre.
What?
Angel's Egg, I actually wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. If you
last
want
episode.
something that is bizarre, Angel's Egg is bizarre. JoJo's Adventure isn't bizarre.
It is.
it's
It is.
Comparatively.
consistently bizarre. It's consistently bizarre. That's
Uh,
the point.
You can't mix oranges and apples. I mean, Angel's Egg is like heavily religion packed film with I don't know even how to describe it. I mean, if I would have to talk about it, I wouldn't know where to start. So yeah, it's that kind of bizarre. But here it's all flashy and showy, and it's to the point self-conscious. You know, it knows what it's doing. I don't know how to describe it properly, but
Oh, it was animated by Dean.
Hello.
hello.
I don't have anything to add to this. I didn't watch it, so I'm just
No,
like
no,
the silent
I-
tech
you-
support behind the scenes.
I
said-
thought you were gonna say something else besides by D.
Oh,
no.
It was me. I said it was animated by Dean, and I said ew. Because Dean ruined my 7 deadly sins. God damn it! And I will never forgive them.
Oh, that was the screenshots I saw.
Oh,
and
yes.
I wasn't sure what's going on.
The,
Yeah.
the eyeball
What am I
itching
looking
ones.
at? What am I looking at?
Yeah, that was the work of Studio Dean.
You know, but you know what's the funny thing? I didn't even notice it before you posted those pics.
Oh god, I was
I was
so
like,
bad.
what the hell is this?
Like, what happened? What happened? I have no explanation.
Don't let me bring out the meme folder right now.
break out the meme folder.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah, as
so
Anikron said, Angel's Egg definitely yes. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Be
I
straight,
mean
be sober, be well slept, and watch it.
yeah. But that's the thing.
I
I
cannot.
have seen so many actually bizarre things that JoJo so far is literally okay. That's cool.
Like
Okay,
That's
okay,
It
because
okay,
doesn't live
okay,
up to
okay.
its
But
name.
wait, but JoJo,
you're taking it too seriously.
yeah, JoJo
when
takes
you
that
shouldn't.
bizarre. No, JoJo takes that bizarre part and just steps it up so it becomes a parody.
It's all or yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I meant with self-conscious.
Yeah, even
yeah,
if you make
yeah.
something
Where
that's even if you make something that's supposed to be a tragedy, it's going to become a parody if you go over with it.
it's over the top with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's like culturally surreal.
Look, it's cultural influence. Yes, this I completely agree. It's there. It's the influence is great, and I'm not talking about meme culture. I'm talking about anime culture in general. Since before it was exported to the world, it was very popular in Japan,
Yeah,
and for a good reason. I mean, it's good. It's good stuff. It's just that I will always disagree with it being called bizarre. And that's just my point of view,
Yeah,
and I will defend it to death.
that's
Fight
mean-
me,
all
man.
fine.
No,
I
Don't-
mean,
fight me.
don't
You know
divide.
where I am.
No. Don't define the whole franchise just because of one word. Get over it.
it doesn't live up to its name. It does not live up to its name.
It's
Look,
it's
and
a
I- and
time
I-
killer.
and
It's
that
not
and by
taken
the way,
serious.
that is not the reason why I can't finish Stardust Crusaders. I can finish Stardust Crusaders because I don't know, at this period I've been trying to watch it since March.
Like,
And
what's your
I don't know.
problem?
I saw the first season. I loved the entirety of it. Phantom Blood and part two. What's part two?
Battle
Tendency. Yeah,
tendency,
Battle
yeah.
Tendency. Yeah. Both of those I adored. I watched them. Well,
Is it because part 3 is a big departure from the
no.
kind of feel?
I think it's
no.
just because he doesn't like to see edgy bitchy boys in the main role.
There's no Bishi boys.
Okay, fair.
There is
There's
bitchy
they're
boy
not
in
bitchy.
part 4 and 5.
Yeah, and in those I don't think I will mind them because they're not the dumbass edgy bitchy boys like Sasuke. I don't know. It feels like watered down Shaman King.
I don't know. You're struggling with that's part 3, right?
Yeah.
For me, Diamond is Unbreakable, which is I think part 4 was the
Yes.
weakest link.
4.
Yeah,
really?
that's
Yeah.
that's the
But-
thing we talked about when we first mentioned JoJo on our podcast. Everybody should try JoJo and see if you like it.
But part 4 has Nukuyasu and Zahando.
I just didn't like the protagonist. Don't know why, but yeah, that JoJo was for me. Maybe also because
I would agree that Josuke is maybe the weakest.
yeah.
I mean,
Look at
weakest
the
character.
Johanna. He's
no, weakest
come on.
JoJo.
Yeah, weakest of the JoJos.
Yeah.
In the character concept, not
Yes.
we're
yes.
not talking about powers. Yes.
I might put Jonathan below him, maybe.
What?
And
What dare you say?
see that's the thing. That's the thing. I like Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean,
I dislike Jotaro.
like with Jotaro, you either love him or hate him because they went with a very specific kind of character.
Yeah,
with
they
Jotaro.
Araki
Jotaro
wrote.
is pain. Come on.
Look. I think Araki intentionally wrote a defaultist rebel shonen protagonist.
But that's the point. Like,
That yeah, I know he intentionally did that. That's his writing style. I noticed that since the beginning. He does everything on purpose,
Wait, but he
and
has. Continue. I'll later.
and he does everything. He writes everything on purpose and with a point, and he knows not everybody will like everything he writes. But that does it doesn't take away from the quality of his body of work. I just personally can't enjoy the thing.
Now that I look back, I think Josuke is better than I recall. I would actually maybe put him above Jotaro too. Yeah.
I'll see when I see it.
Okay.
From what I heard about it, I think I like Josuke more.
So let.
By the way, I realized
mention.
another thing. Joseph isn't the best JoJo.
Joseph is the freaking best JoJo in the world.
There is one better.
Cool.
Lisa.
Okay, but she isn't a JoJo, man.
Yes, she is.
Oh, man.
No. You can read her name as JoJo too.
Yeah, but like Jotaro has another superpower. He can say "shut up" and actually it's effective.
Yeah,
Wow.
Joseph is the best JoJo.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
best.
my question. Who, in your opinion, is the best JoJo?
From the ones I've seen
Joseph.
as the protagonist, as the JoJo.
The JoJo.
Joseph.
No,
in both versions that I saw.
He got says.
Joseph, definitely, yeah.
And for me too. So we got 4 JoJo.
5 actually. Anacron agrees.
So
Yeah.
we got.
By the way, here's a very unpopular opinion. Jonathan is my second JoJo.
Yeah, sure. I haven't seen all of it, so I.
So Joseph, Jonathan, then.
Oh yeah,
Joestar?
let's do ranking.
Jotaro?
No, not now. We'll do it another time when we rank protagonists.
Yeah.
We've been sidetracked for this for too much.
From this sidetrack, you can see how influential JoJo's is.
Yeah. We're not sidetracked. We're just.
We're on topic. We're still on topic.
Knees deep in JoJo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
I don't know. I can go. So
what do you have for us?
Okay, the next movie. Sorry, the next anime that I'm going to show you that is a movie. Haha, bamboozled, yeah. Is Perfect Blue by Satoshi Kon.
Okay.
And Keiki showed us a video a couple of days ago about something that's very prominent in today's world, and this is the anime that a little bit over 20 years ago showed what some problems that come with being a celebrity can be. It also influenced, besides, before I go to a little bit more in depth in Perfect Blue, and by the way, blue in Japanese is the color associated with happiness, so the name is literally Perfect Happiness. This movie also influenced the director Darren Aronofsky, who wrote Black Swan, although he denies there are influences of Perfect Blue.
No, he does. No, he doesn't deny. He said openly that yes, this was this was the work that he adapted.
I found some other facts, but fine, okay, I might be wrong. And it's also
I watched the interview with him.
okay.
So
And it also
I don't
influenced
know.
another one of his movies, Requiem for a Dream, where there was a scene in Perfect Blue recreated there. So yeah,
Yes,
this
It-
movie. Continue. You said.
it's Satchkon's work is completely influencing Aronofsky. It's I think he sees Kon as his mentor.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't only influence Aronofsky. Also, Christopher Nolan was influenced by Perfect Blue, and Satoshi Kon in general. So yeah, this movie, even though it influenced Hollywood, it talks about, for me at least, someone wanting to continue their life and trying out something new, but you're always going to have those problematic fans that want you to be what they think you should be. And it talks really about a lot about stalkers, or a lot about doxing, the disturbing possibilities of internet, and someone even taking over your identity and practically going into the world as you. So it also talks a lot about impersonators, about stress, about what the industry can do to you, which is certainly described in one scene that I don't want to mention because we're probably going to be Twitch popoed. And I mean, all of them are really relevant topics for today.
Yeah, but you're leaving out one of the more important negative influences in this movie, which is the manager or the fake motherly figure.
Yeah, okay. I skipped that part. Sorry about that.
Wow.
So, I mean, the manager for the main protagonist, the guy wants her to do stuff that she might not necessarily be comfortable with, because that could be the big hit. That could be something that's going to make a name for you, and it goes against a lot of the things that were, I think, thought as fair in Japan.
I think you're mixing up the promoter and the manager. The manager is the lady that tried to kill her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the
I swapped their roles. Sorry.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people do this with this movie. They focus on the creepy guy who's a fan, even though he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just looking creepy.
Yeah, and he was kind of a tool for her manager, or producer, whatever she is,
to produce the paranoia that she has. Yes.
And it goes.
She used it against her.
Yeah, and it also goes a lot about those things. Okay, someone is personating me. How can I know that the stuff I experience is real? You got fish in your tank that die. Later they are replaced, and what the hell is happening with my life? And you start to lose a grip of it. And Personal Blue is a retrospective to me also a lot, because I am a musician. I have been on stage. I'm still on stage. That, unfortunately, not while this entire situation is blowing up in the world. But you know, as we said with Horikoshi and stuff like that, as I think that as a writer, you need to be prepared for some things that might happen on the internet. There are people who are going to send threats to you. There are people who are going to dislike your work, and there are people who just like go, okay, you do you. Yeah, which I think is the best thing that could happen.
Yes, but that is another thing of creatives. You know, it doesn't matter how. It's not only about the quality of your work. It's also about your ability to continue producing good work.
Yeah.
While dealing with your life and your surrounding and your fans and other things.
We kind of did see something like that in the third season of Agretsuko. Albeit very differently.
Yeah, in third season of Agretsuko, we saw what most people see in this movie.
Yeah.
But a lot of people miss the thing. Literally that the guy was just normal guy. Just look, he was ugly. So if he's ugly, he you have to be afraid of him and you have to pull him away from yourself.
I don't know. I kind of feel that there are always gonna be fans like that. So I'm going to disagree with you just because uh, Perfect Blue also talks about mental issues, right? A lot of the
Yes.
main characters have mental issues, and those fans can have their mental issues. And the reason why Meme Mania, I think Meme Mania or something like that was the name, he acted because he kind of felt like his reason for being was stripped away. He had a problem, and the thing that was technically keeping him sane got away. And he was the tool to keep that thing going and to exact revenge on someone who, from his point of view, fucking betrayed him. His expectations, his love as a fan, and stuff like that. That's my opinion,
Okay,
of course.
so I lost you a bit here. Okay.
Okay.
So which character are you talking about?
The stalker.
What the stalker from Agretsuko?
Oh no, from Perfect Blue.
He wasn't
Sorry.
a stalker. That's the thing. He wasn't a stalker. He was working as a part of the production of that movie. When the girl hit him with a hammer, he was in the same room, and because of the paranoia she had from her manager, she took a swing at him because her manager put in her head that she should be afraid of people who are her fans, and she used to see him on her shows, and that was her reaction.
She used to see him as
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be back in 2 minutes. My girlfriend is freaking out because a bug is flying in my room right now. So yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry about this.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's the big thing which a lot of people miss, as we see here.
He was a stalker in her mind.
Yeah, he was an image of a stalker, but he was, just a normal fan who got an opportunity to work with her, and that's not on him. That's not on her. Well, it's partly on her because of the evil influence she kept letting in her life, and of course that evil influence on her.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not an easy one.
It's not easy to follow all the threads in it.
Definitely. Not just the threads. The whole anime is very, very tough to
Yeah,
watch.
it goes surreal so many times.
Indeed. Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah, but
the bug is dead.
I don't know. I think it might have carried him off. Oh God. Yeah, but the influence of this movie is more in the whatchamacallit, mm, in prophesizing the future.
Yeah, I think that was one of his key points because he was reminded of this one because I shared something heavily relates to this anime.
Yeah, and he just recently watched it for the first time.
And
Actually,
I rewatched it 2 times already.
yeah. And
Because it is a piece that needs to be watched.
it needs to be rewatched.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
not just at the same week or month, but through.
Yeah, rewatched because even today when I watch it, I see new things in it, things I have missed. And it's like that for me for most of Cohn's work. Well, for all of it that I have seen, because I haven't seen Tokyo Godfathers yet. Yeah, so I mean I agree. Influence comes from the direct influence on other creatives, and comes from the again. I'm trying to find a proper way prophesizing the future.
It can't be compared, but also, when I think about the rewatch value, when I said that it needs to be watched different time, like when you're older, the same goes, for example, for Evangelion. I watched it as a teen, and like, yeah, it was okay, yeah, all right. Everyone hates Shinji and all, and then you rewatch it 5 years later when you're older and a bit wiser,
and you realize that you were
and that's expectations, man.
then you see those different things. It's like not just rewatch it in one day, but at a different age, where you have the capacity to see other things that are hidden.
It's like a good book.
Yeah, definitely.
For example, I still haven't figured out one thing.
Which is?
From Evangelion.
Oh?
Why the hell is Ritsuko trying to get with her boss?
Come on. I was thinking it's something like philosophical.
Well, okay, I can put it philosophically too.
No, it's okay. You have your point. Just kidding. Yeah, now we're going to discuss the philosophy and religion and everything behind it. No, why didn't they hook up?
No. They did hook up. That's the thing. No. She hooked up with Gendo, and I don't get it why.
Yeah, well,
that's the weird part. That's the thing I never got. But to segue us from religious thinking and weird stuff from the internet, I am going to have to say that one of the most influential anime I have seen is the one that makes you want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
To catch them is your real test.
To train them is your cause. So, the influence of Pokemon. Pokemon has financed most of the anime industry for the past 20 years.
Pretty much. Yes.
Does anybody disagree with Pokemon being one of the most influential anime of all time?
You are free.
Who would disagree with that?
See?
Silence because we agree.
Yes. All right. So, how did Pokemon influence? First of all, it influenced modern culture. Right as it came out, a lot of clones started coming out. So we had Monster Rancher, Digimon, Card Capture Sakura, Beyblade, Yugi Goshu, etc., etc. The thing is, the anime itself had less influence than the games, both
Games.
the physical games and digital games. And I mean, the influence is so broad, I can't even state all of it. But mostly money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing. Money making machine that's supporting most of the industry on its back.
I mean, it was influential enough to finally make kids to go outside with the Pokemon Go game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That too.
And kids,
Yeah.
go outside and play.
Yeah, let me stay inside and play my video games. Go outside and play your video games.
Like it was funny when Pokemon Go started talking. There were some people, like you also had these stories and I had these stories. People come to you, oh my god, can I just walk into your home? There's a Pokemon I want to pick up, and I'm like, no, it's mine.
Oh, in Novi Sad, one of my friends was playing Pokemon Go, and she came in from France, and she was on the main square. She's like, wait, the Pokemon trainer here is named Mihawk. What? she starts calling me, hey dude, are you playing Pokemon Go? And I'm like, no, I haven't even tried the game. Well, how are you then the gym what is
Gym
it called? Yeah, the gym leader, whatever, in town here. Well, I don't know. I moved away 2 years ago.
You see, I'm just too strong.
I'm that strong.
It's the legacy that lives on.
Look,
Maybe you're sleepwalking and playing while you sleep.
Yeah, no. My Blastoise is that powerful.
Don't call it your Blastoise, man.
I'm so glad somebody caught it.
Oh god. Oh no.
Squirrel.
I was too tired for this joke. I was too tired for this joke. It just fan got it full throttle.
I mean, my Blastoise is so powerful it makes everybody wet.
Jesus.
Stop. Get some help.
Oh my god. I'm actually quite amazed how I managed to evade this franchise like completely. Like not even the animated series, no games, no nothing.
Oh
Original
yeah, and
Pokemon.
another thing. This is also it has a live action movie that's on par with the video game it's based on, and the anime.
The Ryan Reynolds one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I didn't evade it completely. Yeah. Because Ryan Reynolds. Come on.
It's impossible to evade it completely. Surrender
Yeah.
to our Lord and Savior, Pikachu.
Oh.
That was actually so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got a question. Can we go for one more anime and then wrap it up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
So, sorry about that.
One more each, or
Well, I have no more.
Okay.
I blasted out my Blastoise.
Okay. Okay.
I have two more.
I will mention One Punch Man, much for the same reason I did Shingeki no Kyojin, because people who never saw any anime were talking about it. Like people like even like Bill Burr or Keanu, or I don't know Keanu Reeves, but like celebrities were talking about how they loved One Punch Man, which was
Well,
like
if you're gonna go that route, we also have Akira and Cowboy Bebop.
no, but well, Cowboy Bebop, I don't think had the same mainstream impact.
Back in the day, it did.
Back in the day,
Not on
Yeah,
this
but
scale.
look,
like,
look.
see,
Back in the day, we didn't have so much internet
that's
to
what I'm
provide us
saying.
with the
That's what I'm
information.
saying. Like it couldn't spread as much as One Punch Man. Like
It
One
spread
Punch
as much as it could.
Man.
It was mentioned on late night talk shows
No,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what I want to say is that One Punch Man spread so much because people apparently were really into it, and it was really memeable. So like,
Okay.
Yeah, but Cowboy Bebop was the most accessible anime at that time.
no,
So
that
even though there
stands.
wasn't in the internet, it was
Yeah, no,
really widely known.
I will not dispute the point that Cowboy Bebop was really successful for its time, but I think One Punch Man did it on a grander scale just because of how much more connected we are. And so it just spread everywhere. And people were talking about it, people were watching it, and it was like in the news, in TV shows, like all across the board, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, just for
But Finn, could it be that it was that you just don't watch TV and that you weren't aware how how famous it was?
I TV back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you really?
like like at this point I haven't watched TV for like 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar. But have you consumed as much TV as you consume internet?
Well, I don't know. Like
Even back then.
That's impossible.
yeah, I mean,
Because you're connected to the internet at all times, even when you don't use it.
yeah.
oh yeah,
And here's the Cowboy Bebop.
yeah.
And they're
So
going to ruin it. No.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
you're talking about live action.
I'm
don't cry.
look, until it comes out I don't believe it's happening. So there's that.
Oh, it's happening.
Stop it.
Dusted.
Stop it.
I have to introduce you to the cruel reality.
Please.
of Netflix.
Yamete! Damn it!
Yamero.
All right.
So yeah, Keki wanted to talk about something. Yes.
Oh yeah, I actually have two more, but while we are on the Cowboy Bebop hype train,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about this one and then see if there's time for the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Go.
because this one cannot be skipped. Akira.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, an anime from 1988. It's an adaptation of Katsuhiro Otomo's manga, and it's not just a masterpiece of animation, but of cinema in general.
Yeah,
Of course,
and it has the most reproduced shot in cinema history.
yes, the one that we can see with the motorbike.
No, not that one. Not
The
that one.
blob.
Yeah, this is from the poster. The
When
one
he's
the one that,
kids,
yeah, the one where his kids. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the.
Oh,
It's
that one.
similar to this one, but he's on the bike in that one.
And of course, it's widely regarded by critics as one of the greatest animated and science fiction films ever made. As
Yeah,
some said, the film that changed everything. And it didn't just popularize the cyberpunk genre, it also brought anime to a new and wider audience in the late 80s.
yeah, and it like Hokuto can paved the way for TV. This one paved the way for the cinema.
Cinema,
Uh, yeah,
exactly.
and even though it at the time it didn't get as much attention as Ghost in the Shell, its influence is undeniable. And
And
now,
it's still relatable. There were like some
well, it's not like we're
memes.
living in 2020.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, but
no.
you know, the Olympics games in Tokyo, the
Yep,
virus, and
yep,
everything.
yep,
So,
yep,
Mhm.
yep.
yeah.
And
And
also, we're just waiting for Akira to reappear. So,
yeah. So, well, it's just September. Give it some time.
yeah, yeah,
There's still some months left in this year. And of course, it didn't just show how technologically advanced anime could be, but it also broke the presumption that all animation was made exclusively for children. Because
yeah.
it's bloody and violent and it's
I mean,
phenomenal animation.
that's kind of a thing. Uh, all of these anime are happening after Ralph Bakshi, so
And
adult animation was already well on its way, but anime did uh, popularize more that adult animation, which is more
Exactly.
consumable than Bakshi's work.
Exactly.
I think Akira like caught the it rode on the last wave of
No,
cyberpunk.
no. It was in the middle of that.
Where I
That
mean,
wave ended
no, I
in
mean,
'98.
like I don't think we had like many notable cyberpunk works in the 90s.
Uh, I will disagree, and I will check with the great master of all knowledge.
In my anime list.
No,
So yeah, but I don't think that Akira. I would go so far as to say it re-sparked some interest in
mm,
cyberpunk. Well, yeah, that's like from Akira to the early
uh,
90s was, I think, the last wave of the golden age of cyberpunk.
Yeah, it was a great
Punk.
decade for that genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, yeah,
Okay, here, Megaville, Total Recall, 964 Pinocchio, Until the End of the World, Nemesis, Free Jack, Lawnmower Man, Cyborg 2, Demolition Man, Plugged Rewired, Death Machine Hackers,
Really
Johnny Mnemonic,
cyberpunkish.
Judge Dredd. There's tons of, and these are just movies. I'm not
yeah,
talking about
Alita
comics,
in
books, or
'93, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so and that's like early 90s is the cut top, which I would
Yeah, but
give
Matrix
as
is
the
99.
well, yeah, but
It's
there
cyberpunk.
is a gap, you know.
Well,
And I think
no, it's
Matrix again re-sparked some interest.
Matrix went above and beyond. Yes.
Like the first one.
It still has some influence. For example, I noticed like in Stranger Things, you
Mm-hmm.
can notice how 11, is that her name, right?
Yeah,
11?
yeah.
She behaved in some moments like those creepy kids from Akira.
Yes, yes.
So
The
yeah,
the psychic kids, because she's pretty much one of them.
I
yeah,
have not
yeah.
seen Stranger
Well,
Things.
first season
Look,
is great.
we're not Netflix show podcast here, but
Yeah.
watch it.
Okay.
Yes, dear Fireman's Lane.
Just for the D&D.
Omicron dropping some bombs in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geno Cyber gets
And that
Balendra
he's
later.
dropping just anime stuff. There was a bit of a lull from 95 until 99, but it's not that much. What's
Yeah,
what's the movie
what
called?
what I want
Existence.
to say that the 80s were more prolific with
Oh yeah,
cyberpunk,
yeah. But
which doesn't mean there wasn't good cyberpunk stuff in the 90s too, but the 80s were clearly the gold
I mean, it said RoboCop.
age for cyberpunk.
Well, you have to go also with the logic that those mid and late-ish 90s were also the period where movies were predominantly like Die Hard.
Yeah,
So that was
gun
really
action.
tough genre to beat.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so Akira, good stuff, respectable stuff, influential even to this day.
and relatable.
Yes, so relatable.
Please, please let it not be that relatable.
We'll see. September.
Incredible stress, respectable depression.
Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so
I think we got 10 more minutes to go for overall.
yeah.
cases
So
as
is
well.
there was there anything else you want to talk about?
With Akira? No,
Yeah.
I think we covered it pretty much. Just
Okay.
watch it.
And you said you had another one?
Oh yeah, everyone else done?
Yeah.
Well, okay. The last one for me is Saint Seiya,
Safety hat.
and I believe a lot of people are going to be like, "What?" And
No.
let me explain. Some
Like what?
maybe
I'm
know
on
it
board.
as Knights of the Zodiac. So yeah, it was adapted into anime from 86 to 89, and story focuses on mystical warriors called saints who wore sacred armors called cloths, and they pledged to protect the reincarnation of Athena in her fight against the Olympian gods who sought to gain rule over the earth. Now, why did I pick Saint Seiya? They were highly successful, but in Latin America, they failed miserably in the USA.
Oh.
Yeah, people in the USA got a terrible version of it. For starters, the original American version of Saint Seiya only had 32 episodes from the 114 that were released everywhere else. Second, everything was butchered in USA version. Violence was reduced, plot points were changed, mentions about death and some other dark stuff were removed, names were localized, etc. So many of those things that were removed were important parts of what made Saint Seiya appealing. So yeah, the English version was censored to the core, which is a terrible decision because Saint Seiya is very violent. So most chapters ended up being butchered left and right. The other thing is that enemies weren't killed. Rather, they were sent to jail, which you can maybe find some comparison with adaptations for the States where Goku disappears, or they were sent to their own dimension, and
Yeah,
so
they were sent to the Vapor dimension in Bismarck.
Wait
exactly
for that.
Bismarck. Yay! You got the reference.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, and now the picture. The characters in the English version bled blue, as you can see.
Blood. Blood.
So the intention was to make it look like sweat, but sweat isn't blue, so it looked weird.
Whoa, it actually caught me off guard. I thought it was made to emphasize that they were higher beings.
You know, it's basically Gatorade.
Jesus.
No. It's when you use that car shampoo on your hair.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
So at one point, one character gets smashed to the pillar so hard that he goes blind, and his eyes start bleeding. And in English version, it looks like he's crying. I don't know.
His mascara is running.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could do like a whole episode on bad censorship.
Yeah. So
Ooh, let's
I
talk
mean,
about Netflix and JoJo.
I know. On. So yeah, I know it was in order to give the series a PG rating since the anime was on the morning block for cartoons. But
Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network and YTV. So yeah, they were those companies were even worse than.
Oh god, you were talking about this
for
scene,
kids.
you actually sent it.
So yeah, but in Mexico, the anime was presented also on Cartoon Block, alongside with Sailor Moon, who was also extremely butchered in the English
They're
version.
cousins.
Not just cousins. I mean, yeah, very creepy, but also the transformation censorship, and they literally cut off parts of episodes and changed completely the plot.
Oh my god.
So same happened to Saint Seiya to some extent. So yeah, of course, in other countries, anime was uncensored and blood was red and people got killed. And so, also dubs were awful, awful. At one point, you're not sure if you're watching an abridged or the original dub. So
Yeah, that's the thing I want to say. The dubs were even worse than 4Kids dubs.
yeah. So yeah, Latin America got all that early Japanese culture with complete freedom and nothing was censored. And of course, there were complaints like religious people were accusing them of being works of the devil. That also happened with, I'm not sure if it was Pokemon or Digimon. One of the two.
It's Digimon because of Devilmon.
Yeah. And it was
Oh God, really?
yeah, it
there's
was
Devilmon.
bad influence to the kids, and they don't call themselves otakus in Latin America. They call them freakies.
Weebs.
Freakies, actually.
Freakies.
Like freaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, yeah.
Y eso es porque tenemos múltiples series a la YouTube de español y portugués.
Cool. Sí.
Sí.
¿Qué?
Sí.
No, that's one of the reasons why we have multiple series on YouTube. Even back in the day, dubbed to Spanish and Portuguese.
Dubbed to perfection.
Well, at least it's better than what was than how Sensei was dubbed in English,
Well,
Possibly.
I
which is
think
not
that-
saying much.
Well, yeah, but if you go to Latin America and say Senseiya, it has such a huge fandom. It's like classic anime there, and it's so niche in other countries. But I still wanted to have it as one of the 5 on my list because it's a good example of how to treat and how not to treat the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and also it gives the perception how the franchise can be ruined or extremely popular based on the region which is aired. Oh, yeah.
By the way, I remembered I had stickers, not stickers, but those packs of pictures from the show, like for an album.
Mm-hmm.
And well, one of my cousins had an entire table completely covered in Senseiya.
Aww.
This-
I mean, you're never going to complete the album, so might as well.
Yeah.
I never completed any album I had.
I managed to complete a Simpsons album once.
Nah.
Once.
I failed every time.
Well, I was good at trading back then.
Yeah.
Trader.
Traitor.
Trader.
But
All
yeah,
right,
that
cool.
was the last pick from me.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Shall we?
to our viewers, I would like to mention: do not forget to follow us here on Twitch. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, jazz. Bring our numbers up. We're gonna be more active and stuff like that. I might be streaming tomorrow some game dev stuff for either converting D&D 5e to Star Wars for Star Wars, or making my own class for D&D 5e. I'll see by the I'll know by the morning, and that is all from me for today.
Nice.
With
So,
me tonight
shall we-
have been
Ben.
Keiki.
The ghost cat.
and I was Uncle Hawk.
You was.
Deb.
Yeah. Stick around in the chat for raid. We're gonna go and raid Bunny.
Yay.
So
Right
until
on.
next time.
Deb.
You around.
Yeah. So.
Banana.
No.
Terracotta.